we've got an interesting, story to start with because the annual Highland Games are back this year after a break due to COVID-19. This year's event is scheduled to be held at the R&G Arena in Lusaka. The last event was held in 2018, and that time in 2018, before the COVID-19, we took our cameras out and Modern Sinkala was there to give us, the actualities of what happened in 2018.
The annual Highland Games bounced back in 2018 at Lusaka Gymkhana Club, attracting 24 teams of 8. 2017 winners Throbing Guava were also at the event to defend the title, but they found the competition too stiff this time. Teams were undergoing different hurdles like the labyrinth, where members are supposed to complete the right path on these squares. Tug of war was also among the games, and Suicide Squad outmuscled Bad Example to win the contest. The Rooney's obstacle race was probably the toughest because competitors have to go through the tire, roll another tire up to a point where they jump the pallets, spin 10 times in one direction around a broomstick, then bounce a tennis ball on a racket up to the finishing line. The purpose of all this is to raise money for charity.
The Highland Games are an annual event that happens in Scotland, and we recreate that here in Lusaka. We do the Highland Games here as a charitable event. It's a fundraiser. We have got three principal charities here. So we support FlySpec, we support Bare Feet Theatre, and we support Kaula Children's Cancer Foundation.
This was also an opportunity for professional sportsmen and women to enhance on their physical fitness.
It's so challenging because we have different types of games, and it can be compared. I can't compare this to athletics because athletics we only specify to one thing, but here I'm so happy and it's so interesting because we have different types of games.
I'm enjoying these games. I'm having so much fun because this is at least helping me in one or two ways, whereby at the moment I'm on a build-up season. So whereas I was doing the short put, it's giving me some strength. When I'm doing some running there, at least it's giving me some more endurance and stuff.
The experience is fine, especially that I'm preparing for the next Karate Championship. So these Highland Games, I use them as also the preparation for the upcoming championship for me.
Lusaka-based Golf.com were the overall winners of the 2018 Highland Games after amassing more points than the 23 other teams.
We're super excited with this year's event because we put in so much effort and worked as a team. And last year we had 2 digits, so this year being number 1, we're over the moon.
It was a joyous moment for Golf.com, who were not even among the top 10 at the 2017 event. Modern Sinkala, ZNBC Sport, Lusaka.
Wow, refreshing some memories there. That was 2018, annual Highland Games, and like I said, since then we've not had the games, but the games are now back. And so in studio, I'm joined by Ellen Henning. She is the chief of the Caledonian Society, and we also have Grace Gondwe, who is Duke of Edin Awards National Office Operations Manager. Welcome you to Sport on both, and good afternoon.
Thank you so much.
All right, let me start with you. Ellen, that was 2018. How would you describe the competition then, and what are some of the memories that clip brought to you?
Oh, it was a fantastic day. Mm-hmm. The idea of the event is to raise money for local charities, but it's also to have so much fun. The Highland Games originated back in Scotland, in the area of the Highlands, and there's very traditional games that take place every year. We've brought, as a society, we brought the games to Lusaka, and we just want to share some of the culture of Scotland, but also to commemorate the good work that local charities are doing and to support them financially.
How's been the response, prior to 2018, 2017, and before, in terms of this interaction, you bringing the Scottish culture to Zambia?
We've had really good interaction. I think between Scotland and Zambia, there's very close collaboration in terms of how people think. We in Scotland there's a clan system. In Zambia there's tribes. We have our tartan. This is our colours. Each family has different colours. We kind of work together. Everybody has a love of society. we just enjoy having these games and hosting them here in Zambia.
Talk us through who is involved in these games.
So individuals are able to come as themselves, or corporate organizations can come as a team. We also have lots of some sponsors on board. So R&G are hosting us, then also Manzi Valley are sponsoring. We also have Lizarda doing the T-shirts, and Presecure doing security. We also work very closely with 3 nominated charities. So we have Keola Children's Cancer Foundation. So they're based at UTH, and they work very strongly with children suffering from cancer and supporting them and their families. We work with APTAs, again, that's based at UTH. They support children with physical disabilities, and they build aids for them to help them and their families to support these children with needs. We also work with Bare Feet Theatre. So Bare Feet Theatre works strongly with children who live on the streets and in orphanages, and to give them hope and direction in the future. So,
how do you come in? I see Duke of Edinburgh Awards, and maybe you can just give us a bit of background about this organization.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So the Duke of Edinburgh's International Award is a global non-formal learning framework that is designed for young people ages 14 to 24 to help them build soft skills, to help them be ready for the world. So what is involved is a young person would do a community service activity, a physical recreation activity, like the Highland Games, and a skills building activity over a period of time. And then when they finish, they do an outdoor, like a hiking, camping type of activity. And then they are awarded a certification for having completed that. We are an organization that has been operating in the country over the last 15 years, and we're privileged to have His Excellency, the President, as our patron. So what that means is some of the young people who graduate at the gold level will receive their award or their certification from the President. So we are coming in with the Highland Games. We'll be hosting an award ceremony for some of our participants who finished during the lunch break at the Games, and the British High Commissioner will be giving out those awards. So we are just grateful for the opportunity to participate there, but also just sharing awareness about the program and how young people can engage and prepare themselves for the world and for the world of work.
That's quite interesting. How can people, the young people, be able to get and be part of this great initiative?
Yeah, so obviously we will be at the Highland Games, so you can find us there. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter. Just type in the Duke of Edinburgh's International Award Zambia. If you search DOFE Zambia, you should be able to find us. Our information should pop up.
All right, Ellen, so far, how are the preparations going for this event which is coming through on Saturday? In terms of numbers, how many have you recorded in terms of teams that will be able to participate at this event?
So we have 24 teams that can participate, and teams are coming through very strongly. We have a majority, but there are a few spaces still available. We're expecting over 400 on the day. It's free entry for people to come in and watch. So it's good if you have friends there that you can come and support and just enjoy the day out.
It's a charity event. How much is your target? How much are you hoping to realize from this event?
Well, we're hoping to raise about 100,000 from the event, and this is an annual event, so it's not just this year, but the years coming as well.
And where does this money that is raised go to? You're talking about charity, for instance. The last time out, how was it dispersed?
So we have certain charities that we support. Generally, we support charities that have a focus on children. So Keola Children's Cancer Foundation, APTAs, and also Bare Feet Theatre. Those are our charities for this year. All
right, let's wrap it up, shall we? Grace, why should people come and be part of, first of all, your initiative, which I'm very interested. Unfortunately, I'm more than
over the age.
Over the age. I was going to be quickly going to follow you after this interview. But why should young people be part of this initiative? And also, what is your word to would-be participants and those that are still contemplating about taking part in this Saturday's event?
Well, the most important thing that I have found in the few years that I've been in the workforce is there are things that you can get from learning in the classroom, academic skills, but things like teamwork, leadership, resilience, creativity, and adaptability, those are things you learn by participating in things like the Highland Games, being part of a team, going out there, getting your hands dirty. So the award program that we provide is the number one way that a young person can build those skills. And so that is why I would encourage a young person to participate in the program and to attend events like the Caledonian Society Highland Games.
All right, and for you, Ellen, anything of importance you want to share before we wrap up on this chat?
Oh no, just come along and have a load of fun. It's a great day out. It's supporting charities, but you'll do some crazy things and you will laugh so much and just have a great time.
All right. Hey, Grace Gondwe, Duke of Edinburgh Awards National Office Operations Manager, and Ellen Henning, Chief of the Caledonian Society. Thanks for coming through. We certainly bring our cameras again. You see, that was 5 years ago plus, but we still managed to show you, what we did then. And so even for this one, we certainly come through, and all the best this weekend.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.